ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DCUO SourceCast. SourceCast 2015. Woo! Yay! Throw your hands up in the air, or just pretend to, even though I'm actually doing it, but you can't see me because it's the internet. Anonymous. That's the key. I am one of your hosts, Trex. Alongside me via the interwebs is Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I was taking a drink. My bad.
And beside him, actually more closer to me, but still beside him, is Vagrant Gaming.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So, it's going to be a little bit weird show. I have a little technical issues on my side, and so that's why you actually see this weird... It's the reason you only see the logo. Normally you see chat, you see like some stuff on the bottom. That's not the case. I'm running off of one PC, and it was a struggle to get this set up within like the past 15 minutes. So tonight's episode was supposed to be our year in review of 2014. Sadly, my computer that has all the cool nifty pictures that you probably might see on like Spit Takes or something, because that's a really good program to watch. I have to say the production value is astounding. Good job Spittle. So my other PC is a little down, so I'm running everything off of my gaming PC. So we decided that because it's been a huge day with nothing but Amazon Fury Part 2, the FNL the 4th year anniversary episode. So we're going to spend our night over on the test server talking about Amazon Fury Part 2 and Game Update 44. Because that's on the test server now as well. Can you believe it? It's so good. So good. So I'm actually pulling up patch notes right now. And so as we normally start everything, guys, I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all greatly.
Are you laughing at what I said?
Vagrant trolling himself in the chat right now. I missed you too, Trex, buddy. How you been?
This week could have gone a little better. But anyways, I'm still happy. I'm still here. I'm not sick anymore. Kinda. I got like stuff in my throat, but that's gonna go away pretty soon. Stop it. No.
What?
Yeah. I know you. That would be a no. So, Super Patriot, how was the holiday for you?
It was a holiday.
Because you love your family so much.
Yeah, I do. I love my family in small doses.
In small doses. Vagrant, how about yourself?
Remember that one year and all that when we talked about going to SOE Live and I ended up having to go to Florida instead because my cousin was getting married.
I do remember that.
And I would have much rather have gone to SOE Live.
So, Vagrant, how was your holiday?
It was awesome. Did a lot of...
Throw it in our face, right?
Yeah, at least one of us had a nice holiday, right?
Yeah, if you want to be optimistic about it.
Hey, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's the holidays.
So, what did you do that was so spectacular?
Let's see. I made a video on my secondary YouTube channel. I did a lot of game collection hunting. Because if anyone's seen my secondary game channel, I have a ton of video games. I have like a wall full. It's crazy. But got some new stuff. And it was just overall a good experience. Loved it.
Excellent.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, this episode of the SourceCast is not going to be on the. It's not going to be on iTunes because we're just going to talk about everything from the test server. So you can only really watch this on video. So this is kind of Super Patriot. How do you? What do you call taking over the SourceCast or something? You hijack the Pirate Cast or something?
Oh yeah, I did that Pirate Cast and then I stole it from you. And you know what? Yeah, I just realized something. What? I have yet to release that video.
Son of a gun! I knew I was forgetting something.
Oh my god.
This is.
I'll do that tonight.
Okay. Me is like 2 episodes behind, but okay. Excuse me. So,
Look out!
oh, you actually hear a little bit of the test server. Let me actually get out of that. So, tonight we're going to be talking about the test server. So, let's talk about the Amazon Fury Part 2 live stream that they played this morning / afternoon / maybe evening for some people around the world. So, it was very revealing, to say the least.
Loved it.
We get the daily solo missions. We get 2 4-man operations. We get 3 8-man raids. And we also get the Elite raid. The Elite. I know.
Yeah, the Elite.
I know Brittany in chat.
The Elite raid.
She was
which freaking spittle, you know, is like, oh, I think only a select few people are gonna beat it. Oh my god.
Spittle trolling, huh? Okay, I see how it's gonna be, Spittle. I see how it's gonna be. So, where is the actual thread that has everything? Everything's broken up into the separate threads as they normally do, but I can't see like.
Well, there are actual test notes. It's in a different section now.
That's right. I forget about that new subsection.
Yeah.
My apologies, Meps. I didn't criticize. I promise.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But here's a link to that. Here's a link to that right there for you, so you can see all of the test notes in their glory.
My goodness, yes. Amazon Fury Part 2 and Game Update 44, which has the quantum awesome mechanics. Advanced mechanics, awesome mechanic. I don't care what you say.
Which there's advanced mechanics. Which, from what I understand, remember the test server initiative, and remember my league on USPS, Keen Ed has already gone through the Labyrinth raid a couple of times.
Already?
Most recently with Quantum, and I'm thinking they're going to need to tone some things down with it.
Tone things down? That sounds absurd.
or they need to buff fire up to what Quantum is on test right now, because if not, I'm going to be mad.
You're always mad. But that's okay. So, I'm actually having to fix XSplit right now because apparently my game crashed on me. So, I am now in PC test. I'm going to actually turn down the audio a little bit, because I want to hear some stuff. Alright. Are you guys on as well?
Jumping on right now.
Alright, I'm heading to the headquarters.
Firing it up right now.
Heading to the headquarters. So, let's talk about, as I'm going down the list here, we get the new solo content, you know, Patrol Catastrophe. We now have another section of Gotham City, of South Gotham, opened up now, and the pictures that we saw were just astounding. Because now, because Brainiac apparently is like, hey, we're still here, I'm still here, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take these mythological creatures and Brainiac them. He Borged them. He basically Borged them. So now you got these Cyclops that look like Brainiac and Brainiac themed, and it looks really sick, really sick. So and to do the mission, you need a combat rating of 106. So basically, it looks like in order to do these, you need a combat rating of 106. Sadly, I am still only 104 on live servers because nothing will drop from me from Necros. I was so mad at 2 runs, got nothing but marks from all the bosses. So upset. So upset.
Wait, you're complaining about not getting drops in the raids?
Maybe.
You realize, okay, I completed the Sector 3601 style out already in the game, but I did that with only actually getting 2 drop pieces, 2 drop styles from the raid.
I mean,
The rest was from the style vendor.
It was a little frustrating, you know, because, I mean, ran Necros twice. Like, hey, this is pretty fun. Got nothing but marks. I'm like, thanks. This is still helpful, but I was really looking for something, you know, now to get my CR up so I can, you know, get to the next DLC. So I can do that. Alright, so, 4-player content. We got Return to the Nexus. Combat rating of 106 to jump in. I can actually open it up. 4-player. All the way down in the Tier 6 area. Return to Nexus. Brainiac has enslaved Amazons with his Union technology and captured the Paradox Council, and the Nexus of Reality. It's up to you to free the Council and retake the Nexus. I feel people wanted Nexus 4-player, and I think this is as close as you're going to get, people. The closest you're going to get to it. Which, it might not be bad. It might be. But we get to go back into Nexus, right? We're all happy. Nexus was fun. For some. And then... I still don't oh, no, wait. No, I never completed Nexus. I completed Wave. I didn't complete Nexus.
What?
So what? You did the harder one.
Yeah, well, you got the harder one done, but you still haven't completed Nexus.
Correct. The Wave thing was a buddy asked me to help him out. I'm like, sure, why not? And it was their guild run, so I just helped him out. I even told him, never been here before, so expect the worst. And we passed it, and I was like, this is okay. And as soon as I got it done, I'm like, oh, never coming back in here again, because I don't want to. The next is the Act of Defiance. Once again, a combat rating of 106, and as Wonder Woman has set up a meeting with her mother, Queen Hippolyta, to finally figure out who is behind this war. Intriguing. Who do you think's behind the war?
Ares.
Well, that's only because Spittle said so.
Yeah, ask us. Why did you ask? It doesn't make any sense why you would ask that.
Because I can. Because that's what I do. And I also see here that we get Symbols of Myth, rank 2. Because, you know, we never had Symbols of Myth before. But, whatever.
Symbols of Meth?
Symbols of what?
Symbols of Meth, really? Really?
Symbols of Meth.
It's Myth.
That's right.
Symbols
of Meth. Confirmed serums coming with this update, folks. We're getting Symbols of Meth. So the serum power's coming out first.
You are horrible. Next is the 8-player content. Down here in tier... Oh my god, it's so cool to see the word elite. Alright, so over here in the raids, tier 6. The first one is the Labyrinth of Souls. This is a combat rating of 106. I'm really happy this is all 106 stuff, so you can literally skip War of the Light and go straight into this DLC. I kind of like this, but I still need to play War of the Light because, hello, Green Lantern fan, woohoo! So, in the depths of Tartarus, you must journey through the labyrinth of lost souls. You can overcome the deadly contraptions and creatures within. You will prove to Hades that you are a force to be reckoned with. Or you're going to fail, and he's going to laugh at you. Just laugh.
Probably a mix of both.
Yeah, I would think so too. And then I'll go through this. The next one is the Throne of the Dead. You join Wonder Woman as she confronts Ares and Hades in their bastion of war and death. And a combat rating of 107 for that raid. 107. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually had to go here on test here and go over to the mods vendor because I had put the PvP expert mods into my gear, you know, for the stats.
Right.
Well, it doesn't raise your CR, so my CR was actually 104.
Ooh.
So
so PvP mods will not raise your PvE CR. Which,
nope.
They don't do that on live, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay. Silly Super
It's
Patriot.
kind of upsetting. I really would like to have these expert mods, but oh well.
And then we got Hall of Hades. Your combat rating of 106. So really, the only difference is Throne of the Dead's a 107, where everything else is a 106. You entering the Halls of Hades unbidden is what? Entering the Halls of Hades unbidden is the dangerous venture. Okay, I understand the context, but okay, whatever. All who wander the palace are subject to great peril, and you must keep a keen eye out for his beastly guardian. Who is that, you ask? Why, it's the White
Snoopy.
Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. We're getting the Mad Hatter! Yay!
I thought it was going to be the fearsome rabbit from Monty Python.
Oh my god, that'll be so much better. Oh, that rabbit was so badass. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Apparently someone was trying to get my attention. I'm casting Tally. I see Tally, John, I definitely see you guys. I'm trying to just focus on my show. So, shh. Zip it. I see. Love you, Tally. If you don't know who Tally is one of the guys from Odyssey. Met him at SOE Live. Cool dude. Alright, so, the Throne of the Dead. To get to the elite, in order to get to the elite, you have to beat Throne of the Dead normal. Once you complete it normal, you will be given a progress point, and that will allow you access into the Throne of the Dead elite for 2 weeks. Now, that 2 weeks it's supposed to be pretty much that second Thursday, right?
Yeah.
For the reset?
Yep.
Yeah. So, that's really your time frame for it. So you got 2 weeks to do the elite, spin your replays, unlock that sucker, and just roll with it. Just roll with it. And which the elite is a combat rating of 107 as well, which that's a no duh, right? No duh, no duh. So, I like how the suggested dominance for the elite raid is 3,000. I don't even think my character on live has that.
3,000 is suggested dominance?
Yeah.
That's a lot of dominance, man.
That is a lot of dominance.
I just have that much on live with my tank.
And you're fire.
That can't be right. Actually, no, fire's normally going to have lower dominance than ice, earth, or ragewood, because those guys all should be modding full dominance when fire needs to be modding dom health.
Yes.
Yep.
Because of our health buff.
That tis
They
true.
did say that
Read a
Throne of the
book,
Dead
Chris.
is supposed to be harder, though.
Pixie, I did see your comment
Yes.
in there. I can't multitask, woman.
Suggested dominance is 3,000 for the elite. That's
Oh, I'm
wow.
actually I'm also seeing that the Throne of the Dead normal is 3,000 as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So that's neat, right, guys?
The Throne of the Dead alone is kicking it up a notch. If you need double the amount of dominance,
Bam!
suggest.
Get some Guy Fieri up in here. We're gonna kick it up a notch. I got nothing. I'm weird. So, I got my handy dandy controller. I'm gonna let Super Patriot handle invites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm lazy.
Jesus.
Don't. Yeah. Whatever. So, I'm gonna head to the Thermoscara Command Post. Actually, I'm actually gonna look up the first quest. Oh, and by the way, 75 years of Batman. Batman New 52 is out now. Congratulations, guys. Rock on.
Nice. Vagrant, where's that?
What?
I'm wondering where Vagrant's at. For some reason, I don't have him on my friends list.
He should be. I don't know. I don't know. It's like Vagrant Rage.
Here,
Isn't
let's
it?
see. Yep.
Oh my god! If I do not repair, Brittany is just going to jump all over me. Oh
Was
look,
it
I'm not
Vagrant
gonna
what?
repair.
Vagrant Rage, all one word.
Gotcha. So just so I'm clear, we're all on tank powers.
We are.
Do I need to get on my troller?
That would be probably preferred because I don't want to move.
Yeah. All right. I want to pass lead to Vagrant then, since you're too lazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, the quest that you're gonna get is Fury of the Amazon. Did I not do that when I was first tier? Wow. Okay, whatever. Fury of the Amazons. The quest is telling you to complete the Act of Defiance operation. So that's telling me that I'm gonna go to Gotham Under Siege because I want to see these new Brainiac people.
I was not prepared for this with my
I mean, your fire DPS is...
You are definitely not.
So
not with that combat rating.
not to mention the fact that, oh my god, I don't even know if I have troll gear for this tune.
I mean, you can go back to your fire DPS. That's fine. I mean, we have a rage DPS. I don't care.
Sorcery.
Well, oh, even better. You're a healer.
Let's see.
Heal me.
Nah, DPS man with sorcery.
Alright.
What the heck?
Alright, so let's see if I'm looking at this right. New solo content. Besides the vault. There we go.
Should talk about the change to Soda Colas, because that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I was just trying to find where the daily mission was.
Daily mission should be right up there where you're at. It's not going to be an actual person you talk to. It's like something on the ground there. I actually ran a solo earlier. Yeah.
Tally's right beside it.
Actually ran the solo earlier today. And, yeah, it's a fun one.
So there is a solo. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Let me look again. I might have just been ignoring it.
In the words of old friend of mine, Black Torch, yo, invite me, yo.
Did you go back on your...
Yeah, he's back on his fire.
Okay. What's your fire tune called again?
Fire!
Stop
Super
it.
Patriot Fire.
Super Patriot... Wait, I'm not a group leader.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm definitely not. I can't invite anybody.
Okay, I guess I'll... Oh, look, I can't. I thought you made him leader.
I did make him leader because he invited my gadgets tune to the freaking group, so he must have passed you lead.
No, and then
this is how we roll.
Promoted you back to lead. I promoted you back to lead when you were on your gadgets tune.
Oh, and then he logged off, and yeah.
Yep, and then it passes it to someone random.
Alright, so it's telling me I need to go recover the field report. So I'm going to go recover the field report. Which skimming is still very nice. I might not be a flyer, but I do enjoy skimming a little bit.
I think it's neat.
Very neat.
Can't wait for the other variants to come out. Curious to see what they'll do.
Yeah, I'm really excited for rollerblades. I'm sorry, not rollerblades, skates. Normal, regular, four-wheel skates. That's what I want.
I feel like they do like discs or something. Kind of like Go-Go from Big Hero 6.
I can live with that. I would so rock that. Alright, I have followed where the X is. Now where is this field report? Oh, found it. Hopefully. Found it! Gotham Freight Yard. Oh, I guess it's an actual instance. So, okay. It's a solo, right?
Yes, it's a
Yep.
solo.
So you can't bring anyone else in with you.
Nope. You're on your own, buddy.
I'm a rage tank. I got
fun.
this.
Have fun with that. No, you don't.
What do you mean I don't? Oh, I am about to show him up. Hopefully.
No, I ran that solo earlier today, and it's a fun one.
I don't like it how you say fun.
Well, let me just put it to you this way: the ads in there are 115.
Oh my, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, they are. They didn't see me yet. Okay, so I'm gonna do.
Well, you're gonna wish you prepared.
Oh my god, I wish I did too. Oh, Brittany's gonna hurt me for this, and I like it. All right, so as I'm doing this, why don't you guys talk about Game Update 44?
Game update 44. You want to go, Vagrant?
Go by the list.
Yep.
Me too.
All right. Okay, so Game Update 44. Game Update 44 has one of the, besides the quantum advanced mechanic coming out, it has one of the best features that I think everyone's been clamoring for since day one. And that is the merged
Blue
hero
Lantern
and
healers?
villain brokers.
Oh.
What's that? What's that?
I said Blue Lantern healers, but
Ha!
No.
this too. This
Screw
too.
that.
Screw that. You
Screw
heard
that.
them, folks.
Oh, you guys are so not in touch with the rest of the community.
I'm a little okay with it. but-
Everyone wants that for stupid reasons.
It would
Ooh,
even
we
get all
got
out.
a
Anyways,
light
let's-
healer. We gotta.
Let's talk about the hero and villain broker.
Yes. But yeah, hero and villain brokers gonna be merged into one. So now, when you're actually trying to, get collections or styles for your main, and you want to see everything that you could buy, then you can see it all on one character. You don't have to keep switching tunes. Finally, because I had to do that all the time.
That's what you get for being on
Yeah,
bad
I mean
population.
that is really cool. That is really cool. They're adding that. I don't really play the broker that much, but it's definitely going to change things up quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
How it's going to affect economies and stuff like that, because stuff's like a lot of stuff's almost always cheaper on the villain side, and sometimes so it's going to be interesting to see if prices go up, prices go down. Some rare items are going to be available there. It's
Yeah.
it's going to be cool.
I'm wondering how it's gonna play the market too. Hopefully not for the worse, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
You know how people are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So also with that, okay, we got the broker, the quantum advanced mechanics. Yeah. From my understanding, this quantum is phenomenal right now on tests. I'm sure things are going to end up getting toned down.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get toned down. That's what they do. They nerf.
Simply because it's burning through stuff fast. But basically, it all revolves around time bomb.
Yep.
Centerpiece of the mechanic is going to be time bomb. So while it's active, time bomb takes all the damage done by anomaly, distortion wave, tachyon blast, tachyon burst, time shift, warp barrage, and temporal vortex, and loops it back. So it loops it back, multiplied, and deployed in a radius as it explodes. So basically, from getting this, you throw time bomb, you go through all those other powers, and whatever way you want to, I'm sure there's an optimal way, but but as many times as you want to, and then you throw time bomb again, and it's going to do all the damage that those powers did. Plus,
Again.
whatever. Yeah, again, all at one shot. I believe somebody from the Test Server Initiative saw a blast of 50K with it earlier today. So,
Dear Lord in heaven.
Jeez.
yeah. Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me that
Oh,
doesn't need to
man.
be toned down. That's not me being jelly, because I saw the comment earlier. That's talking about. It's not me being jelly, because quantum, that's a bit much.
It is.
Let's see here. That's outside of the. I don't know. Do you want to look at these other here movement modes? Fix a bug with super speed and aerial movement modes where jump canceling on many powers would force
Moves you
players
forward.
movement forwards the target. I always
Which
figured
would be
that people would
annoying.
yeah, that would be annoying. Let's see here. The UI change here. Inspect players will now see a player's PvP and PvECR in the inspection window. That's cool. Loot notification PS4 only. Replay badges and Promethean keys will now be properly displayed in the HUD when acquired. Vendor, with the chat window in focus, pressing the X button on the controller will no longer attempt to perform an action on the selected item in the vendor UI. With the chat window in focus, pressing the circle button should no longer close the entire vendor menu. After switching focus from the chat window back to the vendor UI, controller functionality should now be properly restored. PS3, PS4 only. With the chat window in focus, pressing the X button on the controller should now properly bring up the virtual keyboard. Scoreboard, PS4 only. They're removing it, thank God. No, I wish.
Wish.
Players should now be players should now
Almost
be able
there.
to see loot locks for all group members, and resetting loot locks through the scorecard should now properly refresh the lock list.
Holy crap,
Which
this
would be-
dog
that's-
is
that's-
immortal.
What are you doing?
I'm beating up this
Oh,
guard dog.
Oh, you came across Chopper?
No,
Yeah.
there's a name?
It's just a regular enemy.
He's just a regular enemy. He's just so strong.
Let's see here. Let's go down here. I want to try and find. They changed up something with the vault. They created a new guaranteed vault mark drop based on the player's combat rating. So players will now get marks of triumph for tiers 1 through 5 and a mark of fury for tier 6.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Yep.
that's really...
So basically,
That's-
makes
I-
the vaults
Oh,
something
what
you'll
the
want to
hell?
run every single day.
Yeah, because it's always nice running the vault, and maybe you got the rare 25 mark of triumph in there. Most of the times you only got the one though. Let's see here. Base and lead calls, the mainframe tactical mods, the blast adapter mods can now trigger from weapon attacks, superpowers, or supercharges. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's going to be nice for the advanced mechanics there.
Ooh, this sucks.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for with the blast adapter mod. Trying to get it to where if you use nothing but superpowers a la light, you will have the blast adapter getting in for, a couple extra hits.
Yep. Let's see here. Combat. They fixed an issue that caused the block counter visual effect to play even if the player was not countered when attacking a blocking NPC. Block counter visual effect to play even if the player was not countered.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Alright. Let's see, the following abilities will now properly split damage. This is going to upset a lot of people. Acrobatics Throwing Knives, Celestial's Cursed Idol, Fire's Fireball Barrage, Gadget's Asphyxiation Gas, Light's Ballistic Assault and Strafing Run, Mental's Bolt Barrage, Nature's Rampage, Rage's Mangle, and the iconic Batarang Multi-Shot. Beggar, I'm going to let you take this over because I know you're really hyped about this.
Yeah. All right. So under items, this is either gonna piss off a lot of people or make a lot of people happy, and I feel like it's gonna piss off a lot of people. Anyways, this update note is called Long Live Soda Cola Extreme. All colas with an item level of 30 or more now heal a percentage of the player's maximum health and power, rather than a flat amount that doesn't scale. This means that starting at level 30, the only cola needed for healing, health, and power is the Soda Cola Extreme. Higher level colas and cola recipes will no longer drop and no longer be sold on vendors. So, people who farmed Soda Cola Lime, Soda Cola Ultra, and were selling it on the broker for uber amounts of money and was making it to where you pretty much needed the Soda Cola Ultra or Lime to run T6 content, that is no more. That is all blank now. And you can just buy Soda Cola Extremes and run T6 and be just fine. Pre-existing item level 30 cola items such as the Soda Cola Lime and Soda Cola Ultra will heal the same ratio of health and power as the Soda Cola Extreme. So your pre-existing Soda Cola Limes and Ultras that you just made and spent a whole bunch of money on to craft, they are now nothing but Soda Cola Extremes. Please note that specialized buffing Soda Cola recipes such as the Nitro Soda Cola or All Natural Soda still drop as they did and still buff as they always have. However, the healing component of those colas will again be the same as Soda Cola Extremes. So of course buffing colas are still useful, duh, you know, they would still keep their use.
See, now you say there's some people who are going to be mad about this. Now the people who, you know, like sell this stuff on the brokers, yeah, they're going to be upset about it. My question is, I want to know how much of a percentage it is. Because if it's a percentage of the maximum health, I want to know how much of a percentage it is. Only because, like, the infinite soda, and if this applies to the infinite soda for PvP. Because, I mean, I know you PvP and everything. That infinite soda does not even come close to...
No, not at all.
...helping at all in PvP with the huge amount of health we have in, you know, the top-end PvP gear. In the Gotham Knight or the Hush gear.
From what I'm seeing, because I'm on test right now, I can actually read the stats. So I'm looking at a Soda Cola Lime. On use, this item will apply these effects. Plus 50 to 90% of max power self, plus 45 to 80% of max health to self. I don't really like that it's random, so it kind of seems like when you heal, when you use a potion, yeah, when you use a cola, you might get the short end of the stick and only heal half of your health instead of near full. Same for power. That would suck. It adds a little bit of more RNG to fights, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be a set amount. So you know, I mean, just to, so you know, not something, you know, you're not rolling the dice and, oh hey, I got lucky and
yeah,
stuff. But
yeah, definitely.
Now for me, I want to be honest with you on something. I never put sodas on the broker like that. Some because it was a waste of time for me as far as I was concerned. You know, there's far faster ways of earning money on the broker than, you know, making a crap ton of ultras and, you know, putting them on the broker. But for me, I'm ecstatic over this because, you know, me and maybe one or two other people have been stocking up like a whole freaking completely every row opened up league bank with ultras since that plan came out. And that
I know why they did this.
Expensive after a while.
I know why they did this though. I know exactly why they did this. It wasn't to remove the elitism of players being like, hey, I got the new plan, let me make a whole bunch of money off of it, or making it to where there was a whole bunch of soda colas in the crafting market. They did it so free-to-play players would only have to worry about one soda cola to heal their tunes. So they could buy DLCs and still be relevant. They wouldn't need to rely on other players to possibly craft them soda colas to get them up to speed. So this is actually a step in the right direction for that. However, I feel that those potions that we did earn, or those cooler plans that we did earn, should turn into something else.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I don't know. It would.
I'm just not really sure how they would do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they would do it either, to be honest with you. Trex,
but that's what we have
DPS
test server for.
What's up?
Switch to DPS stance. You're going to be in there all night.
I am worried more about survivability, sir.
You are hitting that guy with pillows.
And those
He's laughing
pillars
at
are
you right
soft
now.
but dangerous. It also doesn't help that when my block button is broken.
Now, and Vagrant, I mean, you make a good point about that. It's all about, you know, for the free to play and, you know, the premium guys out there and all that. So they can stay relevant with their extremes and everything. But I mean, that's taken away a huge advantage for legendary players, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is that there's supposed to be a fine line between being a straight-up advantage and then keeping a balance between the two membership levels. It's the perfect idea of an MMO is, yes, there will be a free-to-play model. You'll have restrictions, but the idea is that with time, you can be just as strong as someone who pays for the game. The idea of the membership is supposed to be you get access to all this cool content that free-to-play players don't get to experience, but your character is supposed to be as strong as a free-to-play player on a level. Because there's supposed to be a balance of, you know, power. Members will obviously have an easier time of getting new gear, things like that, because they'll have way more access to content, way more access to things that a free-to-play player won't have. And this is supposed to bridge that gap a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier for free-to-play players. But yes, this does take away something that members had access to, which was, you know, obviously the money that we would get to be able to craft these things. So I can see why some people would be upset, but I'm not really sure what we could absolutely do in terms of the crafting problem, because they're not going to raise the cash cap. You know, they're just not going to do it. So that they're trying to, you know, go around it by putting this solution into check. But it does bum me out that we're pretty much getting rid of those soda colas that we pretty much earned.
Yeah, and that's what bothers me. I mean, because I get, you know, I mean, I get what you're saying. It does close the gap a little bit, but why not, you know, keep it to where, okay, the extremes are going to be more beneficial in later content. Okay, but the soda plans that we get, you know, the lime, the ultras, and all that, that's just something better that, you know, we can have for the legendary, for the members.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I would totally agree. I think that's something that
I would much prefer that.
I would totally agree.
They take that whole chance of, you know, 50 to 90, you know, that out. You know, and it's like, you know, if you have extremes, you get 50% back. If you have ultras, you get 90% back.
Yeah, I'm basically going to have to do this as a tank. Apparently, my DPS gear does not have my DPS loadout. Everything is still...
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that loadout, and I was like, yeah, go back to tank stance.
Yeah. Why is he here?
But yeah, I would totally agree on that. I think... Come on, Trex.
This guy shouldn't be up here. I guess when you pass these sleeping dudes, one of them might get up. I'm not happy that he's up.
Yeah, and they'll keep doing that.
Oh my god, this place sucks. This place is horrible.
But
yeah, I mean, as paying players, you know, we should still have we should still get an advantage. Simply because we are paying to play the game. I'm not saying that premium players haven't paid to play the DLC, but at the same time, you know, you drop $10 on the DLC, you know, somebody's dropped $15 for their sub. You know.
Mm-hmm. And technically,
And
even as a premium player, if you drop $10 for that DLC, you still get the chance of the same drop as a legendary would because you own that content.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I think what the main deal would be is I think we earned the ability to be able to craft those sodas. Don't just throw that away. You know, give it a secondary use, like you said. Like, you know, the Soda Cola Extreme is 50 to 90%. Well, if I craft the Soda Cola Lime or Ultra, make it to where it's like 60 to 90%. We get a little bit of a 10% extra boost. You know, we don't have to worry about that RNG as much because we earned the ability to craft it.
Right. I am in 100% agreement with you on that. That
But I
would be
mean, hey,
nice.
there's still time. There's still time. You
Yeah,
know,
there's
it could
there's
be
still
subject
time. Yeah,
to
we can,
change.
hopefully there's still time. Let's see here. I've got to tab out of the game again because I wanted to read the. Also, yeah, but I mean, at least the buff sodas are still dropping. The buff soda plans are still dropping, so those will still go up. But
Yeah, those
like
will
you said,
always be useful.
the healing component's still the same there. So
I think really the only thing I can see them possibly doing with the like, you know, the Soda Cola remixes, Ultra, Lime, Nexts, is they would you know, say that, you know, we're not removing them, we're just gonna make it to where those sodas maybe are like the Prometheum Lockbox Colas, where they give you a buff that lasts after death and buffs all your stats rather than just one stat maybe. Because I mean, like I said, we earned it. You know what? Might as well change them or make them something than just flat out removing them.
Yeah. Okay. See now, this is horrible. This is horrible. I'm looking at the Soda Cola Infinite right now. All right, the Soda Cola Infinite has a chance of 29.6 to 32.7% max health. 32 to 35.5% of max power. No. Power cost already is so ridiculous in PvP. Not only the power cost and all that, but it's like almost impossible to keep anybody powered up as a troller in PvP. This is, oh my god.
I think the power heal needs to go up, and then at some point adjust how power works in PvP. I think the health is fine because what they've tried to do is make it to where fights aren't slugfests that last a long time. They want people to die in PvP.
Yeah. You gotta die.
I understand that. I'm completely behind that. You know how they could do that? Remove the crit cap.
But then, like, freaking gadgets in them would just be one-shotting people.
You balance your powers out. I'm not saying it's an easy road or it's an easy fix, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with PvP that needs to be fixed. There's some things that need to be put back the way they were, and some things that with the current stuff that needs to be changed in order to make everything work properly. Because right now the current PvP system, I'm not happy with it at all. I'm not happy with it at all. And I'm going to stop myself before I get on my soapbox.
It is a lot more accessible than what it used to be, but yes, it's still not perfect, for sure.
Yeah, it's accessible, but there's other ways they could have gone about it than making it to where like a level 10 can go in, buffed up to the same as a level 30, with.
I mean, really, the only reason that's there is because other MMOs do it.
And that's fine. That's fine. But you know what they could do? They could introduce ranked and unranked a ranked and unranked queue system. You still earn marks in either of them, but the ranked system is for like the players. That's where you remove the crit cap. That's where you put in. You take away. You remove the crit cap. You take away the stat banding, the buff and everything. The unranked is where people could go and earn their gear. Just queue up all you want, and have fun. But give us a rank. With an actual ranking system in the game with like a leaderboard. That would get a lot of people back.
Other games have that. Other games have that, right, for sure. A proper ranking and leaderboards would definitely be good for this game and its PvP.
Yeah. But see, lots of changes to powers here.
Gadget's got another buff.
Advanced mechanic. Yep. Gadget's got a bit of a buff here. The advanced mechanics for gadgets slightly increase the damage of paralyzing dart when used as part of the advanced mechanic. That's good. That was needed. Intimidation, when triggered, will now cause paralyzing dart and EMP pulse to deal damage over time, while battle awareness is active in the players in the DPS role. So you're actually going to be able to use intimidation now, which makes sense. That you should be able to use a damage buff ability with your advanced mechanic. Updated the text descriptions of the following superpowers to help clarify their interaction with battle awareness. That's pretty much everything that had to do with pretty much every power that interacted with battle awareness. And then of course Quantum, got a huge
quantum thing.
The advanced mechanic. Yeah, huge
quantum
changes. Yes.
I have a question about the quantum advanced mechanic. Did they do anything for the gravity side of quantum?
Man.
Or was it mostly just time?
Looks like it was all in the time tree. Time tree is going to be the advanced mechanic side of it.
See, I think each power, I think they're trying to do it to where like each tree is going to have its own advanced mechanic, because that would be cool. At least in my opinion, that would be cool. At least down the road. That way, each power has 2 advanced mechanics, and then technically you have a weapon mastery build that you can choose. And I think that would be a really good way for each power to play.
Yeah. Trying to see here some of the interesting changes here. Where is it? I can't find it now. Cannot find it now.
What are you looking for?
Well, I found a bug.
Yeah. Quantum tunneling has changed places in. Okay, yeah. Quantum tunneling has changed places in the time tree. Requires level 8 and now gives a 40% damage bonus and damage roll. Wow. Really? Alright, you found a bug?
Yeah. I was fighting this envenomed, or this muscle, which was like already muscled out, and then he turned into the empowered muscle, and he shrunk. So
maybe that's how it works.
No, he was big first, and then he shrunk when he became empowered.
You saw it here first, folks. That wasn't a look at experimental serums.
There you go. There you go.
Stop it. Yeah, so far this place can really just bite me. Oh my god.
It seems to go on and on, doesn't it?
Oh wait, I think I found people. Even though I can't get. Oh, I guess this is what people were saying. This is glitched because I can't get into the final room.
No, it's not glitched. You have to locate the Amazon field report.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see like anything on the ground.
Yeah, it's hidden. You gotta go around, basically smash all of those freaking pallets.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Well. Oh my god.
But
yeah,
I guess let's keep talking about.
I had a hard time finding it myself.
I don't like doing construction.
So quantum. Let's see here. You want to take it, or do you want me to?
I can do it. Time bomb. Time bomb has changed places in the time tree. No longer has a level requirement. Is now weapon mastery crit excluded. which makes sense, is vulnerable to interrupts, of course, because that's for PvP, and gives a 35% damage bonus and damage roll. Time Bomb no longer debuffs enemy defense and controller roll. Makes sense as well. This effect has moved to Time Shift, see below. In addition to existing effects, Time Bomb now creates a localized time loop. This is basically how the advanced mechanic works. Any damage caused by time abilities is amplified and returned when Time Bomb ends. A portion of the power spent on damaging time abilities also returns. Damage is further amplified when the player is close to the target, in PvP regions, and while dueling. Using damaging time abilities while Time Bomb is active causes the player to become vulnerable to interrupts. So it's kind of like, what it's essentially saying is once you have the Time Bomb power interaction going on, any ability that gets additional damage from the localized time loop during Time Bomb's activation, almost every power is going to make you active to an interrupt. So you can't just keep spamming powers and, you know, face roll someone, because you will get interrupted. Warp Barrage. Warp Barrage has changed places in the time tree.
Which would be nice if they did that for Hard Light right now, because the Hard Light cheese in PvP is ridiculous.
Can't you block most things though? Isn't it just kind of the opposite? You can block it.
You can't interrupt. You can't interrupt Hard Light right now. When they're comboing, you can't interrupt them.
Mm.
That doesn't sound right.
But you can block them, right?
Yeah, you can block, but then you got somebody else over there throwing block breaks at you.
Oh, that's true.
So I gotta destroy the pallets, right?
Yeah.
I guess for light they would just have to switch it to where they're vulnerable to interrupt instead of vulnerable to block.
Maybe
Anyways,
when we get done talking about Quantum Nurse.
Warp Barrage has changed places in the time tree, requires level 16, and now gives a 50% damage boost and damage roll. Cooldown has been increased to 2.5 seconds. Time Bubble. Time Bubble has changed places in the time tree, requires level 16, and now gives a 50% damage boost. Anomaly. Anomaly now hits multiple targets in a sphere at range rather than just being effective at point blank range. Cooldown has been increased to 2.5 seconds. Distortion Wave now hits multiple targets in a sphere at range rather than just being effective at point blank. Cooldown increased to 2.5 seconds. Tachyon Blast. Tachyon Blast has changed places in the time tree, no longer has an activation time, is no longer vulnerable to interrupt, requires level 12, now gives a 45% damage boost and damage roll. Cooldown increased to 2.5 seconds. I see a pattern here. Time Shift. Now hits targets up to 25 meters away. Now applies a defense debuff if used in the control roll. Cooldown increased to 2.5 seconds. So controllers out there, Time Shift is now your defense debuff. It's no longer Time Bomb. Tachyon Burst. Increased cooldown to 2.5 seconds and damage roll only. Gravity Well. Cooldown for Gravity Well has been reduced to 12 seconds to bring it in line with other standardized timings. Warped Reality, the cooldown for Gravity Well. I think that was a typo right there. Meps, you meant to say Warped Reality. The cooldown for Warped Reality has been reduced to 12 seconds.
Meps doesn't write everything.
Well, I'm just saying there's a typo in the patch notes. Just saying, alright?
SJ, get on that.
And it says that he was the one who posted it, so I got no one else to blame but
He
Meps.
is the poster.
Weapons, bow. Fix the timing of arrow fling, visual flex to match the animation. Bow mastery now properly requires explosive shot, trick shots in order to purchase it. Updated the tooltip for all weapon mastery traits so it's easier to understand what is required to purchase them. Raid, Nexus of Reality, improve the performance of Nexus Reality. Ooh, so basically the last room of Nexus of Reality won't give you seizures.
That's
all
good.
force field doors are new frame doors with an open area to see through the next space. The energy field in the final room has been removed. Lighting has been reworked in this space to improve the visuals. Now, if only they could do that for Paradox Wave.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do that with the Paradox tunnels or not.
They probably will. It's coming. It's coming. I mean, I never had a problem with them. I didn't have any kind of seizures, but I can see how people could.
Yeah. So, let's see here. I know Trex went over the. Let's see. I know he went over the um, Amazon content here. This mission he's doing right now, though, you guys are watching, the solo mission here, it is, I'm pretty sure it's a daily mission, and you get 98 gear drop once you beat it, and I believe you get a 98 piece upon completion, too. And the style that is giving you is the druid style, or at least that's the chest piece that I got earlier today.
Wrong one.
I got through it once, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that one again anytime soon.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It's really tough.
It is.
I tried to do it real quick as the sorcery DPS, and I was just like, there's too many ads, which is a common theme for their solo missions. Too many damn ads for me to take care of.
I didn't have an issue with it really up until the last up until the end boss fight. End boss fight is where I was starting to have issues with it, and it was all a matter of just positioning on where I fought the boss at, because there are, like you said, there are a lot of ads that come out during that fight there, and can be problematic with all of them.
Well, what power were you?
Fire.
Were you running tank or DPS? Okay. As a source DPS, I'm out of power in like 2 seconds. So most of the time I'm sitting there with my character who's like, oh, I can't get back up. And I'm like, yeah, that's... Mm-hmm. And I just watch as I can't do anything.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I was sodaing. I was supply dropping, orbital, trinketing, everything. I buff soded for that boss fight.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny how you pretty much have to go in there with like everything.
Yeah, I've already went through an entire stack of sodas.
Yeah, I contemplated on going back to my base and getting my sidekick.
I always run sidekick. I don't run henchman. I run sidekick. The sidekick will heal you and restore power and will taunt.
And the boost 3 one gives you a shield. And that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost at
so
the
how
boss.
we doing here, Trex?
I can see the boss.
I know you can see the boss. Are you going to make it to the boss?
I think.
But let's actually talk about the Valentine's Day content as well, because that's on test. That was on test last week, right? Is that when it hit test?
Yeah.
No,
it
hit test this
test.
week. It test this week.
Yeah, this week.
Earlier
this week. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. New Valentine's Day stuff.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Obviously, when I logged in here on test today, I popped all the previous feats. So if you are new and you've got all these feats showing for Valentine's Day, you're going to get a bunch of feats, all right, from the very first year's Valentine's Day. Still, so that's kind of cool, right there. However, there are new feats involved with this year's brand new Love Conquers All. Starting with complete the Turbulent Path of Love race with a bronze medal or better.
Is that race new?
That's
the race.
That race is new. Yeah, that race. Yeah, that race was not here with the first year.
I thought so.
Yeah. It's from my understanding, I haven't done it, but from my understanding, you automatically get put into flight mode. It's a flight race.
Yep. You grow wings.
Yep. Fun. There, and the other feat that is available is the Labor of Love, which is you have to collect 16 base items.
Lots of base
and
items.
Apparently, they're all based off Zamoron or the Star Sapphires.
Yes.
Yep, every single one of them. So, if you played Zamoron Conversion Chamber or Love and War, you'll be very familiar with what the base items look like. Very, very familiar.
Okay, we'll see those now. But you uploaded a video for the instance, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much showing off what's new, except for the instance, because at the time I couldn't get a group together, which I'll have a video of the instance at some point. Go over all the new base items and the old stuff that you can get. Like they put in the Valentine's Day heart tub and the heart bed from the previous year that you can get only in the vault. So that's in there. Then you also got the old set that you could get, which you'll get a feat for anyways, but if you want the style, you want to collect it too. Obviously. I think I also showed the daily mission, which is pretty simple. It's like, you know, every seasonal event. You go into Gotham, you have to collect 5 crystals from the Sammaron, 5 Sammaron crystals from the Star Sapphires. It takes like a couple minutes, but you know, that's how seasonals are. Then I also show the race, and I think my comment was basically, I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a well fleshed out seasonal finally.
Like 2 minutes.
You know. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Are you forcibly turned into a short, fat little man with wings?
No.
No, you're not.
How do you feel about that, Trex?
I feel a little disappointed. I feel cheated. It's supposed to be my event, and I don't have me.
I think
what's good though. I think what's good though is that this is a seasonal that has a multiplayer race in it, and it gives me hope that maybe one day they'll revisit races. Because I actually like races. I would like to see more.
So long as none of those races require you to, you know, if there's, so long as they're not like the or the St. Patrick's Day races where there's a separate one for aggro, for flight, and for super speed.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because I don't want to have to, you know, if I want to get those 2 extra, you know, feats, I don't want to have to switch movement modes.
Yep.
Unless you can get them with the
basically,
speed boots.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be
the
nice.
boots. That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But basically in the video, I say that a seasonal should consist of a race, a daily mission, the alert, and then like, you know, whatever else, maybe like a side thing that you can do.
Yeah, I think you're gonna find a lot of resistance on the race thing. Not a lot of people like the races in the game.
It wasn't that
I
bad.
know people have trouble with flight races in this game, and I'm like, why? How? How are you having trouble with a flight race?
I still think that each seasonal should have a race still. Because, I mean, hey, if they don't want to do it, then don't do it. You're missing out on some stuff, but hey, you only have to do it once to get the achievement for it.
Dude, this Star Sapphire wall seal is awesome looking.
Yes, it is.
Now, if only they made if only they made a Blue Lantern one for like next holidays. Break that down, Matt.
Crap! They respawn. If I knew they respawn, I would have walked over there for my barrel. Oh, shenanigans! I call shenanigans. This is tough.
Drink your cola, drink your... There you go.
75%. No,
The
oh my
Valentine
God,
heart bed. All you out there who don't have the Valentine's heart bed or the heart tub, that is on the vendor as well. And like Vagrant said, the Valentine's style is on there.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually 2 new styles.
Yeah, I saw that. The headband, which is hilarious. For all you Steve Martin fans out there, you're going to love it.
That's what I said. All right.
The little arrow through the head there. And then there's that's actually a really cool looking quiver.
Yes. Yeah.
With a small bow on the back.
Yeah, I really like that.
All right. You want my thoughts on the instance now?
You feel like you're getting beat up, Trex?
Oh, dude, I gotta go back and repair now. There's no way. I am completely done. So, tough. It is tough. To say the... Oh, my God. I mean, of course, I went in as a tank. So, of course, my damage wasn't uber or anything. But, man... I went in there wanting to survive. And as a rage tank, I survived. But, man, that was tough. But I really do like that final boss, though. Because he's both one-hander and he's rifle. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for their giant repair bill. Oh, my back. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Whew. Alright, is there anything else from Game Update 44?
Nope. I covered everything.
I believe so. No, that was pretty much it.
Cool. Because of the man, the one bug in that solo instance, I'm not even sure I want them to scale down the difficulty. I find it tough. I still enjoyed it, but that was tough. Just tough. I mean, I'm 108. I'm a CR 108, and I was just getting wrecked.
Hey, I went through there 111. Full Shepherd of a Dart DPS.
Were you able to
and
finish
I had
it?
issues with it. Yeah, I finished it, but it was not that easy.
How was your survivability for it? Yeah, how many times did you die?
I died several times, yeah, but I mean, a lot of that was me, like, I was like, some of it was, I'm trying to test to see, what the difficulty is. Could I just, go in there and just, blast my way through? No, you actually have to kind of play smart with it.
So, oh yeah, definitely. Gotta pick them off when you can, lure some to you,
yep.
So you're not, bringing a whole group. You gotta be smart about it.
Yep.
So, I'm thinking they're pretty serious when they're saying, hey man, for those raids you're gonna need that 2-2-2-2 setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to trying that out.
Me too. So, difficulty-wise, it was really on par of just difficulty. I mean, it was really tough. You can't really blow through it like you would do any other solo instance. I also want to say that the mobs didn't get any immunities from me. Not a single one. Now, of course, I got immunities from them when I was breaking out. But anytime I kept blocking them, block breaking them, not once did they go white or blue. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that's supposed to be the case. In which I don't want that to be the case. I want to keep wrecking them with counters. Please, they need that extra damage. Because they have to die faster. But man, that was tough. That was surely tough. But it was fun. You're definitely gonna spend some time in that little instance, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Whew. So, is that it? I think we hit all the points. I spent the entire time in that solo trying to finish it, and that was not the case. I mean, I even focused on the mob on the final boss. I focused on the mob that kept freezing me. So it's like, all right, you're gonna go down. The other two ads, they're gonna go down. Apparently, they respawn, so you kind of want them away from where your orange barrel is. And thank goodness there's finally an orange barrel, because the whole time I'm like, where's an orange barrel? I really want an orange barrel right now. I really wanted it. But, phew. So, devs, kudos on the difficulty of a solo instance, and as Vagrant and Soup said, yeah, too many ads, too many mobs. Calm it down. Well, let me correct myself. I didn't expect them to pop up from their sleep. I did not expect that. Because, I mean, I walked in the first room. It's like there's dead bodies. Where I'm like, what happened here? Oh, they're getting up. Oh, crap, they're getting up. Oh, they hit so hard. Why do they hit hard? But then there was...
Keep in mind too, you were at 108 CR. Remind you, the required CR for that is 106. But, I mean, they're figuring on the vast majority of players already being at 111.
That's very true. Yeah, so anybody that goes in there as a 106 or a 108, like myself, on test server at least, do not cry nerf. It's difficult. I mean, even for a 111, it was difficult. But we want difficult. You begged for difficulty, and we finally get it, and so now I don't want to hear anyone complain about it. You get what you want.
Yeah, really.
Now, I mean, do you want to do you feel like that you want to complain? Sure, complain, but don't call for nerf. Do not call for nerf. Actually, Barry, don't complain. Don't complain on the forums. Complain to your dog. Complain to a house plant. Just don't go into the forums and complain. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Keep the forums happy.
Speaking of complaints, though, I mean, I have not read the other forums yet to see, but what are you guys' thoughts on? And Trex, I say this, when I say this, right, I'm not saying this in any way, to troll you or anything like that, but as somebody who more than likely is not going to be in the Elite Raid for quite some time, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about the Elite Raid itself?
How do you feel about, the fact that, I mean, let's be honest, all right, you're probably not going to get into that raid anytime soon, the Elite one.
Correct.
How do you feel about that?
Me personally, as a gamer, I want to achieve to get there. I want to go there. Every ounce of me wants to go in there and try it out, but practicality reasons and how my lifestyle is, I cannot dedicate a time to do so. I don't see myself going into that Elite Raid till probably Halls of Power Part 2. Just because of how my gaming schedule is, how my work schedule is, and how my sleep schedule is. And how my YouTube schedule is. I mean, do I want to go in day one, try and work my ass off towards, to get that? Sure, I definitely do. But I know me, and I'm not going to be able to go into that Elite Raid, and I am okay with that. One day, I will go into it, just like Nexus and Wave. I ain't going to Nexus until War of the Light Part...
Last week.
Yeah, no, it wasn't last week. It was 3 months ago. It was 3 months ago I got into Wave and did that run. Just randomly. Just randomly. And I can easily breeze through it just because of how much gear I got. But I still don't want to just go through it. I just don't want to. I have no intention to do so. And with the Elite Raid, I'm kind of that. I want to do the normal raid. If I'm able to go into the Elite, terrific. If I'm not, it's not going to hurt me. It's not. I have other ways to get my marks. I got other ways to get my marks to get my vendor gear and call it a day. Because that's what I play the game for. I play the game so I can get my vendor gear. Stuff that drops in the instance is like icing on the cake. And believe it or not, I don't even like icing on my cake. No icing. I don't like it.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, it's too much sugar.
All right, Vagrant. What about you? I know you play end-game content. You're at end-game content. You're probably doing Love and War at least 2 or 3 times a week, right?
Yep. Love and War.
All right, so yeah. So how do you feel? How do you feel about the Elite Raid, and what do you think about the added difficulties that they're introducing to it to make it an Elite Raid?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as survival mode. I mean, survival mode, you needed to be on your A game. Most players weren't going to get past maybe even round 1 or 2. So doing Throne of the Dead, and then trying to tackle the elite mode of Throne of the Dead. I'm glad that they added a harder difficulty. Other games have it. I think this is a step in the right direction. I would like to see it for more raids in the future. Because basically, I'm sure this is just a test run to see how it, works for the player mass. If it is positive, I'm sure they'll continue with it. Maybe for older raids and newer raids, of course. I think it's a good idea, and I can't wait to try it for sure.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the limited number of revives?
That's just most of the time you're gonna ask me questions that are like new to quote unquote DC Universe Online. I've already experienced. Right. In other MMOs, you had to have someone who had a battle heal, and then that would reset everyone's cooldown on their battle heal for other games. So, like, in World of Warcraft, when you would do a battle revive, that would reset, I believe, all the other shamans' battle revives, so you could only really revive someone in combat once every, 30 minutes or something like that. So I think 3 per character is going to be good. It will require a lot more strategy. I like that.
Yeah. So I think who I think is going to have the most trouble with that in the elite raids? Nature DPS.
People just want to burn through.
Nature DPS. Yep. Trying to get in there and get that savage growth on.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, man.
Bob.
I've got a nature DPS in my league, dude. It is not a raid unless he's died at least 10 times. I kid you not.
That's most DPSs, though. That's most DPSs.
True. But this guy dies a lot. I don't think he's ever gonna get done with a elite raid. To be honest with you.
Talking to me, huh?
No, not you.
Who?
I'm talking about Master James in my league.
Oh, okay.
That guy dies a lot.
I really need to hop on the PS3, by the way. I really need to get.
Yeah, you do, because I've got this annoying voice in my ear that bitches at me about you not being on there all the time, and I'm tired of hearing it.
I know exactly who you're talking about. But no, I gotta get on because of the name reclaim. Soar's gonna take my name.
If Soar doesn't, I will.
I'm scared now. I really need to hop on my PS3. Soar told me that today, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to fix this. But did we talk about the name reclaim? Because I was dying and I don't remember.
Oh no, we haven't. We didn't really talk about it.
No, we didn't.
No. Yeah, name reclaim, January 20th. If you have not logged into your account, mind you, and actually gotten onto the game on one of your characters on that account since June 20th of 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you stand a chance of losing the name on any or all of your characters because they are doing a name reclaim on January 20th. January 20th is when they're going to go back and all the old accounts, people who haven't logged in for like 18 months, they're going to basically reclaim all those names. You're going to get like an initial or like Roman numerals at the end of your name. And somebody's going to be able to take your name. So, if I hadn't logged on since then, somebody could be running around with, the name Super Patriot on there. So, yeah, if you have not played the game in 18 months and you're thinking you may come back one day, but you like your names, then guess what? You better log on. You know what names are really going to get taken up? I know several of them that are going to get taken. Is all those guys that got banned for that money glitch, that first big money glitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to one guy that I know that I've been playing this game that has been playing this game as long as me. I've known for a long time on the game, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take this guy's name. I'm taking this guy's name. I'm taking this guy's name." And he's naming off all these people that we knew got banned from the money glitch. He's like, "I'm taking all their names. I don't care."
But I'm really happy that the devs found a compromise for the name reclaim and even put a spiffy title behind it. Name reclaim 2015. It's like politics.
Yeah. I don't know
Which
if
means
this is
that
something.
there's probably going to be another one.
Did they say, or do you guys know if this is going to be a persistent thing? As in, like, it's like, does it keep going? Are they going to keep reclaiming names, every day, and then a couple days later people are going to be able to get them, or is this just like a one-time thing they're doing at this moment this year, and then they're going to do it again in like 6 months, or again they're going to do it again at the beginning of next year?
Probably a yearly thing, I would think.
Yeah, 2016 rolls around. All right, it's time for the name reclaim. Give me your names.
But I think it would have to be. They're not going to be like, if you haven't logged on in a year, you better freaking come back. I think it's going to be like, if you haven't logged in years.
Right.
So.
Well, this time around's 18 months. So we'll have to see. Have to see what they do next year. If maybe it's just a year, or maybe it's 2 years.
Yeah, they'll probably do it like every 2 years or something like that. Because it's a little unfair if you haven't logged in on only a year. It's not enough time. You gotta give more time.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, speaking of time is running out on you getting your PvE Legends feats for the courthouse, because the League of Assassins event is coming next week also. So
wow,
if you have not at least gotten your lineup feats done for the courthouse side of things, you best get on and get them done before next week, because I think you'll have to end up waiting to get them when they put it back up.
Yep.
And let's face it, courthouse, not the funnest of maps, even with for the regular alert. So go ahead and get them knocked out, so you don't have to really worry about it the next time it pops up, unless they add new feats, which that would be something they would do. Maybe, I don't know.
But they would only add a couple feats at a time. They'd be like new team ups. That's it.
Yeah.
Hunt 5 Man 1. We don't know why backflip kick is a supercharge. It's a question we ask ourselves.
Yeah, that's something we've been asking. That's something we've been asking Locke. Specifically, why backflip? No idea, dude. Seriously. For those of you guys who don't know out there, they introduced movement modes finally have a power back supercharge, not just super speed. Flight has it now with airburst. I'm sorry, not airburst, vacuum bubble. And acrobatics has it with backflip. Why? No idea. Perfect poise would have been far better, in my opinion. Or any other freaking, move that didn't, not backflip. Backflip makes no sense at all. I still don't understand. It still baffles me.
No one uses backflip.
Apparently, backflip has healing properties, sir, and you just.
No, it doesn't. Well, it may now, but I mean, it definitely didn't before.
What you don't realize is that in DC Universe Online, when a hero or a villain does a backflip, it restores everyone's confidence, and that's what it's doing. They're like, "Oh man, I could do that too."
Backflip, though. that backflip though.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it makes. I mean for one, I mean if I was acrobatics and that was what we got, right? I would be upset at the fact that it's not even comparable to speed drain or vacuum bubble when it comes to the damage that's done. Because I mean backflip still it still does the old backflip damage. Whereas, you hit somebody with vacuum bubble, they're going to feel it. You hit somebody with backflip, they're going to be like, dude, get your foot out of my face.
That was a nice 200.
Yeah. Yeah, 50% supercharge to do 200 damage. Thanks.
Yeah, so Locke, Spord, Spittle, Meps, Drins, Dizzy, love you, Dizzy. SJ,
I think what happened.
any of you guys, please, for the love of God, change it from backflip and put it on poise. For the love of God, please.
Yeah.
If we don't want it on backflip. No one wants it on backflip. No one probably still... I bet no one uses backflip, even with it.
No, definitely not. Just word of power. Why would you...
Oh, hold on. Decon has something. Backflip, the move in DCUO that allows you to flip over other tunes in game.
Flip off other tunes.
Oh, there you go. I missed the word. I can't read.
Read a book, Trex.
This is why I do a podcast, so I don't have to read things.
I think they were just sitting around one day and they were like, hey guys, wouldn't it be really funny if we just made backflip a supercharge?
It was one of their fun dinners that they had.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the humor in it.
It's an inside joke, probably.
Other than to sit there and go, backflip? They picked backflip?
But
it wouldn't be the first time the Dets did something silly.
That's true. That's true.
True.
I want my cherub Meps.
Yeah, this is true. Look at the first Valentine's Day event.
I think a cherub pet would be nice. Just to be like,
yeah,
I remember this.
Hey, you never know. You never know. I mean, just because it's not in the patch notes doesn't mean that they didn't put a cherub trinket in there, like the boo trinkets.
Oh, dude, stop. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I would be so excited.
There's a rare drop per seasonal. Keep forgetting that.
Oh my God, make that. Oh, please. I'll be so excited if I was able to get that. Oh, it'd be so good.
I think Trex just unzipped his pants.
No, I'm fanning myself. I'm in the South,
Yeah.
dude. I'm fanning myself. I do declare. But that is our show for this evening. All sorts of fun on the test server with Game Update 44 and Amazon Fury Part 2. Because it's going to be Part 2 because I like Hot Shots, because it's a good movie. Thank you, Charlie Sheen, for making me laugh. You can find the SourceCast. There's no iTunes or audio format for this episode. It's kind of like a pirate cast or something, just because I didn't hit record or anything. And I just didn't want to make this audio because we did a whole bunch of stuff on video. So you can find all of our other episodes over at Trexlight.com, over on iTunes. You can also find SourceCast social media on Facebook and the Twitter. Just type in DCO SourceCast, or just type in SourceCast and you'll find us. Super Patriot, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me on youtube.com/thedaySauce. I've got new videos up with more on the way, so definitely go by there and check it out. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/thedaySauce. I'm also on the Twitter at thedaySauce there, and occasionally you can find me streaming in multiple pixelations here on Twitch at twitch.tv/thedaySauce. Vagrant, where can we find you?
You can find me at all my confusing places, including YouTube /the Alpha Tester. You can find me on Facebook /Vagrant Game. Yep, the Alpha Tester is my YouTube because I can't change the name because YouTube is freaking
I thought
difficult.
you said Alpha. I thought you said Alpha tester.
The Alpha, the Alpha tester, the Alpha tester. You can find me at Twitter at vagrant_gaming. You can also find me on Twitch, Vagrant Gaming. It's the only one that's actually consistent. I like that my other channel's a lot more organized. Thank goodness. YouTube is just a cruel mistress.
She is.
But Trexlight, where can we find you?
You can find me over at youtube.com/Trexlight. You can also find me on Facebook/Trexlight, and especially on the Twitter. Love the Twitter at ThisIsTrex. You can also find the SourceCast episodes, all the videos over on my YouTube channel as well. And be sure to tune in next week, next Friday, right after FNL. We will have the year of 2014 for DCUO, a year in review. I have this. I created like this entire format of the entire year. It took me 3 hours at work, got all these pictures done, and my computer crashed. It's all saved. It's just my computer just can't access that stuff right now. But it'll be fixed next week. I already have everything prepared to get that rolling. So next year is going to be the year in review. Ladies and gentlemen, come with us as well to wish DCUO a happy birthday on January 11th on Sunday. 4 years, everyone. 4 years. Can't wait. Did they actually say what the prizes are going to be on the birthday?
Yeah, it's going to be a couple of posters. You're going to be able to redeem one for your league hall,
Okay.
and one for yourself. So you get 2. Actually, pretty cool. It's cover. I think it's a poster art from the. Shoot, I forget where they said it was from. It's really cool poster art.
So, yay, posters. Gotta love free posters. So, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Be sure to join us next week. Again, year in review 2014. It was a big year, and I cannot wait till we all talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend of DCUO. Celebrate the 4th anniversary on Sunday with your free stuff, and we will see you guys next week. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.